Hi guys, it's been a while. I've been working since the beginning of last school year, but I'm finally free. I gave it my all, and I hope I'm appreciated. But I was supposed to go out of town. I decided to stay home, and I'm glad I did because I got this 4x8 bed built right here, and this is a full sun area. And I was able to put a green stalk there. It's not full. Only the top has some bush beans and a few flowers, but I'm going to be filling in the rest soon. And I built this bed around a pomegranate and a hardy fig. I got some peppers here, hot peppers growing, and they look good. I might harvest some of those today. And looks like I got a female zucchini there. No man though. And another one there with females on it finally. And I'm also glad I didn't leave because this green stalk right here needed some tending. So my tomato plants were falling off and breaking and bending and dying. But when I looked at it closely, I realized I have some tomatoes on here. So I have some tomatoes on my little bush, small bush. I have lots of cucumbers on this one. You can't see them though because they're so small. Look at that. And then this looked like it should have been cabbage, but I neglected it, and I don't know if it's gonna come back. Some kale here and some tomatoes on these bigger bush tomato plants. I've never grown those in green stalk, only the small ones, but we'll see. And some kale. And here I have some collards and some kale. I had more over here and 4 Brussels sprout plants, but you can see something ate both collards. And then I put another green stalk here. I just put it here so it is not planted. And I'm going to put some flowers in there for pollinators. But we just built this bed too just now. And I'm going to put some, I think, corn in here. I started some corn. And I haven't been successful with these vine. I think they're green beans, but I've been so busy at school I haven't tended to this either. This morning I tore this garden bed down. I don't know where I'm going to put it yet, but if I don't make a decision soon, I'll just give it away. Okay, my granddaughter Chelsea planted 2 zucchini plants in here and some corn. And as you can see, it's not very happy here. It's been at least a month. Nothing has grown. So I will replant something here today. Because it's a good day to plant. It's cloudy. This over here, where this kiwi vine is, and these blueberry bushes are, a volunteer potato has come up here, and a volunteer, I think it's tomato, and I just left it there. I'm not even going to bother with it. I'll see what happens. And here, I have more tomatoes growing here. I've completely neglected this. So what I want it to do, I think what I want it to do, I'm not even sure what kind of tomato this is, but if it's a vining tomato, I'll take it over this trellis. But if it's a bush tomato, which I don't know, I will put a cage around it, like this one. I put a cage here. It looks like this one might be a vining tomato. You see, excuse me, it's growing into this mesh right here. I really don't want it to do that because these holes are really small, but I'm not going to bother it. And got a couple of weeds in here. I might as well pull them out since I'm here. And then I don't know what I put in here. I just have a cage here, and like I said, I've been so busy. So I will put something else there, and then I have another tomato plant here. And if any of you know what this, it looks like a vining tomato here. You see how big it is? So I do have a trellis here. I'll let it keep going. And it actually has tomatoes on it. So once the tomatoes start growing, hopefully I'll be able to determine what it is. And I have 2 more here and tomatoes there. I don't know, like I said. And this is what happens when you don't take care of yourself, guys. I woke up the other day, I think it was yesterday. My blood pressure was 180 over 110. And I could have possibly died in my sleep. And when you go through, when you do that, it makes you change your priorities and think about who really cares about you and where you really belong. You see my cabbage, and I'm lucky that I have my family who cares about me. Okay, and here I have some broccoli growing. I had 4 plants here, and I ate one. So I still have 3 left, and I had some collards that I tried to grow in here, but I neglected it. So I'm gonna pull that out. It's no good. And the same with this one. This is a collard plant. And I think it was supposed to be one in here too, but now it's just a weed. And I have some thyme here with weeds growing in. Look like I have some pole beans here, and I didn't string, so they're growing up the pole, this center pole. And what I'll do probably is take it off of this pole, go ahead and put some string in here, and let it climb the correct way, like that one over there. It should be strung up like that. And then here I have more tomatoes growing. I don't know what kind of tomatoes these are. I have no idea. And some look like some climbing beans down there too. So I put the beans in here and the tomatoes in here, not paying attention, but they absolutely should not grow up. They're the same vine together. And then here I have 2 more cabbages. They look good, I guess, if they can grow before it gets too hot. And then here I have 1, 2, 3, 4 potato plants, 5. One more right here. And these are all weeds that I did not plant. These are volunteer from last year. So I will, hopefully, something good it will be under there. Now I'm looking at this one, and you see the ground is breaking here. So hopefully those are potatoes that are bulging or growing underneath of here. I can't really tell. That plant is not ready to be dug up yet, so I'm not gonna bother it. And here looks like I have another tomato plant. I don't know what it is though. Some carrots, and this is some kind of bean plant. I thought I put a loofah down here, but oh, here it is. Here's the loofah right there. But that's the only thing I remember putting down there. Oh no. And let's see. These are more potatoes. Now these bags, I know I put potatoes in, but they haven't come up out of the other 5. And then in here looks like something is trying to dig. Some trying to get in there. This is the lemon from last year. Now, all of these tomato plants, excuse me, they're volunteer. I didn't plant any of them. They're coming back from, I guess, last year, which is great. And I have 15 more up there that are coming back from last year that I put in pots. I moved and put in pots. And then I have more volunteers here that are coming up that I did not plant. So there's one, here's another one starting to grow. And I don't know what that is. And let's see. More. Another one here. And here's another one, and this one actually has fruit on it. So, and this one, some kind of pepper. I don't know. And then there's one over there growing outside of this bed. Let's see. Here's another one. Volunteer growing out the side of the bed. Look at that. It's determined. It's a determined little thing, ain't it? Going in between the things right there. Okay. I don't know what I'm going to put in here. This one has been empty for at least probably 5 years. I don't know what I'm going to put there. And that one there is the one I had a problem with some animal digging up. So I'll let that one stay empty for the rest of last year. But I might put something in there. But I have to figure out something that whatever animal that is, it won't like it. And we spend our morning, as you can see the tree right here. we was chopping down this tree, that tree right there, because it was growing up there on the roof. And we don't want no issues. We just put that roof up there a couple of years ago. And here are some more neglected collards. It look like 4. And it's okay. I will plant 72 more soon. But as you can see, it looks like something is digging in here anyway. So I don't want to deal with that until I see exactly what it is. And something is digging here also. Just that one spot though. But these collards over here, they look good. They have a few holes, but they look good, especially for summer collards. I may have to spray these with something. I really don't want to, but you see the tree. We really need to get that. We're going to get that up. It's a big mess over there. And then another volunteer tomato, and this one is really big, so it must be getting lots of sun. And peppers. Look at that. I didn't even know these flowers were on here like that. And this tomato also is pretty big. I don't know what it is. And some basil, and the basil is starting to flower. So I'm going to snip some of that basil, and then another cucumber here. Looks like a big one, and I don't know. This green stalk looks like it has some, what's that? Kale, some bush beans. Look, they're starting to purple, and some tomatoes. Lots of kale, and then some onions. And look, they're starting to bulb up. I love onions. That only put one in here. Look like I have one pepper. Weed. I have one pepper here, and it doesn't look very happy, so I may move that pepper. I just maybe to that new bed that we're building. And here's another pepper. Got a couple of peppers on there. So I don't know. Maybe I'll leave them both. We'll see. Yeah. These 2 tomato plants, I don't know what these are either. But look at all these tomatoes on here. Lots. I like to grow these because, of course, Mr. Wright likes to eat them. And I like to feed them. Like this little hanging basket right here, I planted early spring, and I dropped 1 tomato seed in there. It's supposed to be a tomato plant that grows like a hanging basket, and because I didn't see anything, I put a flower in there and then moved on. But walking past here today, I see the tomato has decided to come up, and I didn't even know. Okay, this bed right here, this one is where I had a trellis last year with tomatoes. Let me back up a little bit. So I took the trellis down and I moved it because I reconfigured the whole entire yard, and I really like it. But right here, I put I put a green stalk here, and we just put this up, along with the other one. So it's brand new. There's nothing planted in here but these flowers that I had laying around. So I put them in here, and then I have this yellow squash. So I dug it up from somewhere and put it in here because it wasn't doing too good. So I'll see what happens with that. And this is a watermelon vine that I planted in here. I guess it's not as big as I wanted to be. It was somewhere else, so I just moved it to here. And when I was doing that, look and see, I have some peach seeds, a peach seed from the peach tree over there, and I see let's see, 2 volunteer tomato plants here. I don't know what kind of tomatoes they are. I had red ones here and yellow ones, so I don't know which ones there are. And these 2 may also be tomato plants. But I'm going to dig these out and I'm going to put them in something. And I have another trellis right here that I haven't put together yet. So I may put this trellis together. I'm not sure where I'm going to put it yet. but then I'll might try to grow those 2 tomato plants over it, and we'll see what they look like next week. And then down this side of the house right here, I changed the whole side. This is the side beside the garage. So it's lots and lots of sunlight over here, and I wasn't using the space, so I decided to do some experimenting. I put some onions here, very, very small onions in here. I just wanted to see how they would do with the daylight. And technically, because they were so small, I really shouldn't get any bulbs. But you see, this is a good place for them. I'm getting bulbs here. So I will plant onions here next year. This is just a pollinator one. And this one also. So I'll have 2 pollinator towers. But I may be able to grow onions here. And let's see. Especially here because this is just creeping thyme. I don't know if I can eat that, but got plenty of time growing, so I'm not gonna try. And this is kale that's overwintered from last year, and I have another one here that overwintered from last year. So some kind of bug is getting to those, but we'll see how they do. And I have another watermelon here, and I put these watermelons in the 5-gallon bag because these vines only get 4 feet tall, so I'm not really worried about about them body growing down the side of this bed here. And here's a tomato. I don't know what kind. I got 2 peppers here. They weren't doing too good, but look like one of them is gonna be okay. Especially, I put 3 here, and it looks like at least 2 of them here are going to be okay. I'll move these green stalks from over there because they weren't getting that much sunlight. They weren't very productive. And as you can see, they're bulbing up onions. And got some, it's chives, I think it's chives. And the rest so far are just flowers. Oh, I put a watermelon plant in here too. Look at that. I got a watermelon in a green stalk. So this vine, like I said, will only get 4 to 5 feet tall, and I'll put one of those green stalk trellises on here to help it spread out across the vine. But I'm very pleased with that. And then this green stalk, it looks like I put lots of kale here, lots of kale, and some purple bush beans on top, some pretty flowers. And some onions, of course. I love onions. And they're bulbing up in here. This is the first time I have grown onions in green stalk. Like I only put 2. I put 2 down there. So I'm on the front side garden of my house now. And this is where a lot of sun comes through. So I put some green stalks up here. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Well, because I wanted to see if I would get, here's one more here, 8, if I could get better production up here, because I wasn't sure. But it looks like here I have mostly bush beans, right? And some flowers on the top, marigolds, and they look pretty good. I just planted those. And then on the top, I put marigolds, and then I put some climbing beans on top with this trellis. Hopefully it will grow up and it will be really pretty growing up like that, and it'll just look like a cascade of flowers. And a raised burrow in the front. And kind of masqueraded it with some marigolds, but they sell this planter box water barrel on Amazon if anybody's interested. And then this one, I call this my herbal green stalk because I have all different types of herbs planted here. Parsley, oregano, let's see, that's rue right there. Parsley, marigold, this is thyme, of course, flowers. This is a plant called curry, which I never heard of. Green onions, dill, and look like that's it so far. And then I put another one of these nice poles here, and these are actually starting to climb. These climbing things. So that's going to be really pretty once they climb up. I do this too with the flowers and everything to disguise that I'm growing other things up here. And in this one, it just looks like I have some bush beans, you see, that are starting to flower. Some little small tiny tomato plants that are flowering. And I thought this bean right here was just a bush bean, but it started to climb. So I put this thing up there just to see what would happen, but I definitely didn't mean to put the climbing bean in this one, but it's okay. And then that's what I have here. Flowers, a few small tomato plants, and then those bush beans on top. Impatiens and coleus at the bottom because those plants love shade. And when I was putting those beans up there, I accidentally dropped some down here. So they did germinate and they're growing, so I just left them down there. Okay, so this one, I put some flowers here. This is mostly a flower garden, except that they didn't all come up, but maybe they're coming. I don't know. It took a long time. Here's some more bush tomatoes, some purple potted beans. I don't know what this is, but something ate it, stripped it down. So I'm gonna take that out. And then what else? Don't look like I put anything else in here beside these flowers right here. They're gonna be flowers, nasturtium, that's what they're called. And they're edible too. But they also serve as a trap crop for pests. And this is a weed. And this is a weed. I'm not sure what this is, but from just looking at it, it looked like it could be eggplant. I'm gonna leave it. So this is I think lemon balm. And it looked like I dropped some kale in here or cabbage or something. I don't know. I don't know what's in here. But I guess it would have germinated by now if it was going to. And here's another tomato plant that I have up here. I'm going to move this tomato plant to the back though. Sometime today. And has some rosemary. I want to see how this rosemary does right here, because if it does okay, I'm going to put it in the ground because they come back as a bush and then I won't have to worry about planting it anymore. So I will probably put it right there. And then I see this is a good time, guys, if you want to go ahead and start your fall collards. I have started mine, and I'm going to put some in that new raised bed. Not many have germinated, but I'm going to put some in that raised bed and then throughout some of these green stalks. Once the onions and the garlic, this is garlic. I have garlic in this one. Once all the onions and garlic stop, then I will put some collards in all of them. But it look like I put another watermelon plant in this green stalk right here. And let's see. This one don't have any watermelon on it, but you know that other one absolutely does. And those are experiments. I've never done watermelon and green stalks before. And then here's another one, like I said, when all of the garlic. This is garlic and and purple beans. When they all finish, I'm gonna leave the flowers. Like some kale here. I'm gonna replant those with some kind of fall brassica. I'm gonna leave this alone. It's not ready. It's still kind of green. I had a late start this year. I planted in the spring and not in October, and I don't expect anything good to happen. Great, maybe something good, not great. And then here's one more. I don't know what these are. I don't remember, but I know that these are bush beans here, all over, and they're purple, and they're very pretty mixed in with these flowers. So you really can't tell. You really can't tell what it is unless you have an eye for what I have here. And then this is my flag sign right up here, and I mean this. It says, I hope something good happens to you today, especially the lady that I call the Wicked Witch. Okay, so these are my last two green stalks. And in this one, it's just 3 towers. It's the original. And the 2 towers at the bottom, I planted potatoes, just white potatoes. And up on the top, I just have some begonias. And of course they're not ready yet, the potatoes, but they look pretty good, don't they? And I guess when it's time to take them down, I can show you guys how well they doing here. But usually I put potatoes in the ground, so this will be my first harvest. I did plant some in the green stalk last year, and then school got started. I did a late planting. School got started, and I completely ignored them, and I guess they died. And then this green stalk I have, I call this one my salad green stalk. So just right outside the door, and I did that on purpose so that I can make sure that if I want a salad, I won't be lazy. I'll come out here and get it. And this one, these are fast growing crops. So like you see, I have cucumbers coming out already, some basil. What else is in here? This cucumber was supposed to be a bush, but you can see it's really big. Let's see, I have some, this is radish, some lettuce here. This is celeriac. It takes a long time. I have some kale down there. Some peppers right here. They don't look too happy in here like that other one, so I may take that out here. That's jalapeno. And I think I planted green onion, garlic chives in there. They haven't come up. I may do another planting somewhere else. And then more kale down there. Let's see, anything else? More basil. And I don't know what that is. I'll find out. I'll find out soon once the true leaves come on there. But I'm very happy with this one. And oh, look at this. It looks like it's ready. This is a radish. See, a purple radish. So I'm not gonna take it out because I'm not ready to eat it. Maybe I'll eat it for dinner tonight. But I have some carrots growing in another tower on the other side of the house. Maybe I'll use that and this lettuce and some of that kale, that radish, and make a nice salad for dinner tonight. Well, if you're looking at this, thank you for following along with me, and remember to take care of yourself, because no one else will. No one else will care. All right? I'm not talking about your family, but just remember. Okay? Have a great day, guys. Oh, I didn't show you guys my 3 pear trees that are up here. I didn't show you the trees in the back. But last year we cut these pear trees all the way back, and I thought they were going to die. And they didn't. They came back. And you see, I got pears. I don't know if you can see them, but I guess when I knock them down, I'll show you. And there's no rust. Not really, not like how it was in years before. So I was reading that I had some kind of pine trees up here, and it was saying that the rust on the trees will cause, this rust was caused by some disease that pine plant was kicking out through rain spores. So I cut that down, and I guess it was true, because it's not as bad as it was. Either one of these, this one either, and this one actually has more that I can see. But hardly no rust, no disease, no problem. So you guys have a great day, a great weekend, and when my dirt gets here, I'm going to go plant my corn. You see all this corn I have here? I had to restart, so I'm going to take it in the back and plant it as soon as it gets here. Have a great day, guys.